Hey, what's up guys? It's Flexx and welcome to episode 5 of Ask Flexx. This is the video series where I answer your questions. So if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer them in the next Ask Flexx video. Okay, let's get to it. First question. Do you demodify or unmodify your cars before selling them? Good question. So my W204 C300, I didn't demodify it, if that's a word, and I sold it and I got good money for it. My C250 Coupe W204 or C204, I took most of the engine mods off, but I left the exhaust and I left all the aero parts. And it was actually a subscriber who bought my car, so that kind of worked out. They weren't really expecting a bone stock car and they weren't expecting a fully modified car. My Audi A4 B8.5, which was a stage 2, I left it completely modified when I sold it to my little brother because he didn't really care. He knew the car was super reliable anyways. He went around and sold it again, I think maybe a year later, completely modified, and he made some money on it. So it actually made some money, which is cool. For my W205 C300, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. When I'm done with that car, maybe in a few months, I'll put it up for sale and see if anyone wants to buy it as is. If it's a subscriber, that's great. If I don't get any bites, I'll probably demodify it and bring it back to stock and then see what I can do there or just trade it in. But at the end of the day, the great thing about all these cars is that I've already made a bunch of money from ad revenue from making all the videos, so I don't really feel like I'm taking a loss when I sell the car modified. Yeah, that's just the way it is. So next question. Hello, in your opinion, do you think the Chinese will be able to develop a stable, reliable, and worthwhile digital cluster in the future? The Chinese make 99% of the stuff that we buy. There's some low quality stuff, mid-grade stuff, and high quality stuff. You can't really just say Chinese and assume that it's crap quality. Yes, for the digital instrument cluster, there's a lot of crappy parts out there that's not really good quality, and it's really designed for the markets outside of the US. Who I'm working with right now, which is DMP Car Design, I've been working with them for months and months on critiquing and fixing the software and all the little things. So I'm kind of like their foot on the ground here in the US, testing every little thing so that way it can work for the US market. And if it works for the US market, it'll work everywhere essentially. So yeah, there's gonna be a good one coming out. It's only a matter of time. Next question. If I have a base model W205 without the AMG package, can I still do a splitter and diffuser, or do I need to upgrade the bumpers? So yes and no. You don't need to upgrade the bumpers. There are aero parts available for the base W205. It's just a little harder to find. But if you really want to take advantage of all the aero parts out there, which is tons and tons, yes, you'd probably need to get the sport front and rear bumper for the W205. Why are maintenance and repairs so expensive on Euro brand luxury cars, especially at the dealerships? I mean, they set their price. Luxury model cars are priced really high, so they can mark up kind of all the parts and labor if they choose to. They're basically going after a specific clientele with that high-end price who can afford the high-end repairs. People like us who buy these luxury cars, when they're fully depreciated, we look at repairs and we're like, wow, that's crazy expensive. Why is that the case when I paid 15 grand for this car? Well, at the end of the day, you're still doing a repair that's on a car that came out at $40, $50, $60,000. It doesn't matter how much you depreciate, that repair and maintenance and parts is still going to be for that high-end car at the end of the day. This is more of a statement. I would definitely tune in and watch if you did another Audi A series build. Hey, another Audi could be on the channel. Just stay tuned. I really like Audi cars. I still have my Audi R8, and I do kind of miss my Audi A4 that was stage 2. But never know what I'm going to bring to the channel next. Oh, this is kind of in line with it. Someone just wrote, definitely an Audi A5. Hey, it could be an Audi A5. I really liked the Audi A5 when it first came out. I thought it was a really beautiful car. I still think it is. I don't know if I would bring an Audi A5 to the channel because a lot of the modifications are going to be very similar to the A4, which is just 2 doors versus 4 doors. But I really like the A3. I even like the S3. There's a lot that you can do to that car, but we'll see. Next question. Are you doing any giveaways anytime soon? Yeah, it could definitely happen. I'm almost done with my W205 C300, and if I demod the car, I'm definitely going to be giving away tons and tons of parts. So the only way for you to find out is stay tuned. Okay, let's do one more. Did you hear about the CLE63 getting a V8 compared to the C63 with the 4 cylinders? Yes, I did, and I think that is perfect. That's what AMG's... I'm speechless. That's what AMG is supposed to be, a V8. Well, you got all these, 6 cylinders, C43s, all the 43s and 53s. Yeah, they're kind of AMG-ish, but there's nothing like an AMG V8 if done properly, and I think they're going to do a really good job with the CLE63. I mean, that car is already badass looking. I would love to have one, but I gotta wait for depreciation, so it's gonna take maybe 4 or 5 years until I can get my hands on one. I don't know which one I'll get. More than likely, I'll probably be the base model, so that way I can really modify the crap out of it. But if I were to just buy a car for my own needs, I would love to get a CLE63. Okay, so that's it for this episode of Ask Flexx. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions for me, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer them in the next video. I'll see you next time.